Something strange has been happening ever since Jill Bauer left QVC. What if one of QVC's most beloved hosts walked away? Not with fanfare, but with a whisper. What if the woman who helped decorate your home taught you how to cook Sunday dinner and made your living room feel like hers, simply vanished from your TV screen? That's exactly what happened in 2019, when Jill Bauer, after 25 years at QVC, suddenly said goodbye. No scandal, no controversy, just gone. But behind that quiet exit, there's a story of reinvention, loyalty, and one of the most graceful pivots in home shopping history. This is Jill Bauer's secret life after QVC, and what really happened when she stepped off the set. Let's rewind the clock. For many QVC fans, Jill wasn't just another host. She was the host, the one who felt like a neighbor, a best friend, a calm voice during the chaos. She joined QVC in the early 90s, a bright-eyed broadcast journalist with a warm smile and the ability to make you believe in anything, even a set of silicone baking mats. Viewers connected with her instantly. She wasn't flashy, she wasn't pushy, she was just Jill. And that became her brand. For years, she helmed popular shows like Your Home with Jill, a cozy, calming escape into recipes, seasonal decor, and good old-fashioned homemaking. She showed you how to set the perfect Thanksgiving table, how to organize a chaotic pantry. And while she sold thousands of products, it never felt like a sales pitch. It felt like advice from someone who'd actually tried it, used it, loved it. She wasn't just hosting, she was building trust. And it worked. Over 25 years, Jill Bauer racked up more than $4 billion in product sales on QVC. That's not a typo. Billion, with a B. But more than that, she built a community. Fans tuned in for her shows, yes, but they also followed her family stories, her parenting tips, her personal moments, the kind QVC hosts often share just in passing. But that stick with viewers forever. She talked about her marriage, her kids, even her grief after losing her father. It was those glimpses of real life that made her feel so relatable, so loved. So when she announced out of nowhere that she was leaving QVC, the shock was real. It was June 2019. Jill was turning 50, and in a final, emotional 3-hour show, she said goodbye. She quoted Winnie the Pooh, "How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." She cried. Fans cried. It felt like the end of an era. And then, she was gone. No big press release, no QVC tribute video, no send-off montage. One day she was part of your weekly routine. The next, she wasn't. The silence was deafening. Of course, Jill explained her decision. She said she wanted more time with family, that her kids were growing up, that life was too short to ignore the tug of what's next. She called it a leap of faith. But QVC fans, they had questions. Why now? Why so quietly? Was it really her decision, or was something going on behind the scenes? Because here's the thing, 2019 wasn't just any year at QVC. It was the start of a massive corporate shift. QVC and HSN had merged. Hosts were being shuffled, some were let go, budgets were cut, programming was changing, viewers noticed. So when Jill left, the speculation took off. Some fans believed she left on her own terms, gracefully, before things got messy. Others wondered if she was pushed out during the shakeups. We may never know for sure, but what we do know is that Jill didn't vanish. In fact, she was just getting started. In the months after her departure, Jill quietly began building something new, a lifestyle brand called Just Jill. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't hyped, it was just Jill, doing what she loved. She launched a blog, a YouTube channel, an online shop, all centered around the same themes she'd brought to QVC: home, food, family, faith. She began sharing recipes, simple, cozy comfort food like the kind she used to make on air. She offered decorating ideas for every season, from fall porch displays to Christmas tree styling. And her tone, still warm, still honest, still that trusted friend vibe. It was like QVC, but more personal, more direct. All her. She even started her own e-commerce store, the Just Jill shop, featuring products she handpicked and personally loved. Candles, throws, kitchen tools, jewelry. Not just random items, but the kind of things she used in her own home. It felt genuine. And fans responded. The Just Jill audience grew fast. People who once watched her on QVC were now following her on Instagram, reading her blog, shopping from her store. And Jill loved it. She wrote about how liberating it was to make her own choices, to speak freely, to create content that felt meaningful. She said the puzzle of building a new brand was exciting, and that she finally felt in control of her time, her voice, her purpose. But that wasn't all. Because just when fans were adjusting to post-QVC Jill, she popped up somewhere unexpected. Right back on QVC. That's right, in 2021, Jill Bauer returned to QVC, not as a host, but as a brand ambassador for Scott Living, the home decor line by the Property Brothers, Drew and Jonathan Scott. They reached out to her directly. They wanted her voice, her experience, her credibility. And she said yes. She returned to the QVC set, this time representing someone else's brand, but brought the same energy, the same poise, the same charm that made her beloved in the first place. Fans were thrilled. They flooded the comments. "She's back! She never should have left! Jill just makes everything better!" And they weren't wrong. Even as a guest, Jill lit up the studio. She was in her element, and viewers felt like something had been restored, even if just for an hour or two. Meanwhile, she was still building Just Jill. She expanded her product lines. She added new blog series. She even started appearing on national shows like The Today Show, offering lifestyle tips and home hacks. She went from QVC to mainstream media, on her own terms. And through it all, she stayed grounded. Her Instagram captions still sound like Jill. Her blog posts are personal, not polished. She still signs off with gratitude. She still answers fan comments. She still acts like a neighbor, not a brand. It's no wonder fans followed her, because what Jill Bauer did wasn't just a career move. It was a reinvention, a second act done right. And she's not the only one. Lisa Robertson, Antonella Nestor, QVC hosts who left or were forced out only to find new life beyond the network. Lisa launched her own fashion and home decor business. Antonella battled health issues but rebuilt her life with her husband by her side, creating her own jewelry line. And now Jill, carving her own path with grace and purpose. These women didn't fade, they evolved. And fans, they never forgot. Even today, people post on QVC forums. Does anyone know what happened to Jill Bauer? I miss her shows. Is she ever coming back full time? The truth is, she never really left. She just moved from cable to clicks, from scripted segments to unscripted authenticity, from being part of the QVC machine to being her own brand. Jill Bauer didn't burn out. She branched out. And in doing so, she proved something powerful. That legacy isn't tied to a studio. It's tied to trust, to honesty, to the connection you build by showing up, week after week, year after year, as your true self. So where is Jill Bauer now? She's in her kitchen, baking. She's on your screen, styling a bookshelf. She's writing blog posts, filming videos, sharing tips. She's still with us, not as the QVC host you remember, but as the woman who took all the warmth, all the knowledge, all the joy, and made it her own. That's Jill's real story, not one of disappearance, but of rediscovery. She left QVC quietly, but she reemerged loudly, with purpose, passion, and her signature poise. And in doing so, she taught all of us something, that the end of one chapter doesn't mean the story's over. Sometimes it's just the beginning of your best one yet. If you ever watched Jill Bauer, tell us your favorite memory. Did you follow her to Just Jill? Would you love to see her back on QVC full-time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more stories of your favorite QVC hosts, where they are now, and what really happened, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the QVC Forums family. Until next time, stay cozy, stay curious, and always trust the Jill in your life.